Welcome to Idaho. This is a map that I have been recently playing, and I haven't played it very much, only enough to get a flavor of it, but I really like it so far. And so I thought I would share that with you and start a little Let's Play. Now, this farm comes with, there's actually two farms. There's the main farm that you do your grain work. Then there's an older farm that you can do the chickens, beef, sheep, pigs. So that's interesting. Now the storage of these farms is separate, and that means that you can either play two different farms in a single player game, or if you're playing with a friend, one can take one farm, one can take another. And one of the other interesting things about this map is the way the silos work. In the main farm, where your grain goes, you have one dumping point or emptying point, and so whatever grain you have, you pull up and you put it into the silos. When you come back to take the grain out of the silos, again, there's only one loading point, and you look at your menu and you tell the menu what you want. Do you want barley? Do you want wheat? Do you want whatever? And that's what you get loaded. That's really interesting. Now also on this map, there's 5 sell points for grain, 2 for potatoes, and 1 for sugar beets. All of these are marked on your PDA. You sell the pigs, wool, and at the Bassett auction. Beef is sold at the Pampalonia slaughterhouse. You can sell manure to garden centers, eggs at the supermarket, and you can sell the silage, or you can purchase manure, grass, and silage from the BGA. And there's a repair shop and also a car wash. And I don't have a lot of equipment that needs a car wash. I may have to find some that get some of the equipment that gets dirty. Just a side note, I've kind of heard through the grapevine that with the new version of Farming Simulator 2015, they're going to incorporate dirty equipment. So that'll be interesting. All right, let's just get this party started. And first of all, we're going to take a look around the farm. Slow time down because I don't want to waste any. Let's look around the farm and see what kind of equipment that we have with this farm. And to start off, we have the Deutz Agri farm, which is your all-around front loader, handy-dandy little run-around tractor that does everything. Looks like we've got a couple of small trailers, tippers. And we have an old Deutz combine. We have another Deutz tractor. The Agritron K420. We have a small work tractor, the Argon. That piece of equipment beside it is either, I think that's a hay blower. We'll have to try that out. It's going to be a little while before we get into animals. That looks like a milking station, so this must be the dairy farm. And we've got your framers that pretty much come with every farm, it seems like. And this particular farm is the old livestock farm, so we're now at a different farm. If we look at the map, we are, whoops, let's see. Yes, we're clear over in the east, and the other farm is, let's see, west. So we've got the 2 Kramers, and like that, maybe that's what we have for equipment. Now, they mentioned that everything was on the PDA, so if we look at the PDA, it does look like they've pretty much shown where everything's at. That's interesting. Good deal. And also, let's take a quick look while we're looking around at the fields. Now, if you notice that there are some small fields, but there's some very large fields. And we happen to own, at the start of the game, field 1, 13, 10, 7, and 8, 24, 35, 16, and 18. Now, if I'm not mistaken, 16 and 18 look like maybe they're grass plots. So we start off with some pretty good sized fields. And the other interesting thing about some of these maps, and this one I think is one of them, if you look at some of these other fields that are planted or seeded and are ready to harvest, we don't own them, but they allow you to harvest them. So we can harvest these, and then at a later date we'll have to purchase them if we want to plant more seed on them, crops. But we have the ability to harvest those. So we're going to harvest those and sell that grain and make a little bit of money so we can buy some new equipment. Because of the size of these fields, that little combine is going to take a long time to harvest these fields. So with that, we've got some fields to start harvesting. Let's get our combine. Get it started. Put a header on it. And head out to the field. And which field should we start with? Yeah, there's some interesting things about this map that I haven't seen on some other maps, like that common silo over there, where you have one dump point and one load point. And let's just start. Let's see, which field is this one. This is field number 7, and it's a good place as any to start. And it did look like we already had some grain in the silos already, so we do have some ready to sell. Let's open this thing up. Lower the header and off we go. Okay, I've noticed something. This is one of those maps where the fields aren't exactly square, if you will. I think it may be prudent to create a course. We're going to end up going crooked. Yeah, see, we've already started out kind of crooked. Alright, so let's create a harvesting course here. Let's calculate the field. We want to do field work. Calculate the field. This is field number 7. And the working width of this piece of equipment is 5.4 meters. Not very wide. We are in the northwest corner of the field. And we're going to be starting off in the southerly direction. Activate that. And we're going to save this course as Harvest Field 7. And we're going to have to change this course later on Well, actually, we won't. All we'll have to do is adjust the header size. So let's go ahead and save this. And start this show over. Okay, here we go. Well, that's working. Let's go over and get us a tractor. And as I said earlier, we're definitely going to have to buy more equipment. This is not going to be enough. Oh, there's a weight. Let's pick up that weight. Doesn't look very heavy. We might have to get a bigger weight. It'll do for now. Yeah, I'm anxious to try some of the Massey Fergusons. I haven't drove any of those yet. I want to try a Massey Ferguson Harvester. I've been using the John Deere's quite a little bit, so maybe it's time to switch over. Maybe we'll get a couple of the international or the Case combines. They've got the really wide head. Alright, we want to hit this a little bit straighter because we've got to get that other trailer hooked up. These hooking up two trailers can be a little tricky. Alright, I want to get a straight shot back. And hopefully, there we go. And then switch to the front trailer. And let's head back out to the field. And as you can see, it's going to take a while, that little combine, to do any kind of work on this field. Where did he go? Oh, he's still just barely getting to the end. Go, man, go. Our little worker's just working up a storm. Oh, there goes the milk truck. Making his rounds. Where does he unload? Or actually, he's going to load from the dairy farm. Of course, there's nothing there yet. We don't have any cattle. Yeah. Okay, it looks like he... So that's his point right there. That's his fill point right here. Which makes sense, since the milking machine is right there. Cool. Oh, we better get this thing going here. Alright, let's go up here a little bit. And we're going to do combine, offload, start course. And I'm going to make use of overloaders in this game. I've yet to use those. Usually I just set up a course and have a tractor trailer haul everything to the silos, but I'm gonna try to do some overloader work because I've not done that before, and try to reduce some of the trips to the silos from the fields, because these fields are pretty good size and some of them are quite a long ways away. Gonna conserve some fuel. Okay, so this is a tip point, and it's a single tip point, like we said before. You drop all your grains in there, And there's the pickup point there. And again, you'll pick up whatever it is you want to haul. Stop it right here. Save the course. And we're going to save this as what should we call it? Yeah, we'll just call it for now Field 7. Okay, that one's set up. And let's arrive the course. I'm going to wait for the combine to go by. Okay, tractor, farmhand, you there. Don't you see that combine? Go, man, go. We'll get to green. Anytime now. Alright, we're going to have to give him a gentle nudge. Okay, now while he's doing that, let's take a look at some of the... Now we've looked at the tractors, but let's take a look at what kind of equipment we own. Okay, so we own 2 Kramers, an Argon, a couple of Deutz tractors, front loader equipment, 1 combine, 1 header, 2 tippers, a Lemken Crystal 9 cultivator, which is only 3 meters wide. That's gonna be, we're gonna have to trade that up. And we have the Potlinger plow. I'm going to sell that. I don't know what I'm going to need it for in the near future. And I could use the 10 grand, so let's sell that. We have the Porsche Express 3-point seed drill. And again, it's only 3 meters. We're going to need something wider than that. And this is that piece of equipment I was curious about. And let's see, it's an all fodder straw blower and feeder. So you put wrapped hay and grass in this, and it must blow it out to the animals. Interesting, I've never used that before. And we have 1 weight, so we don't have a terrible amount of equipment, but we do need to upgrade it. And we need to upgrade it in a hurry. I don't know why I'm going to need those. I'm going to sell 1 of those. And we'll keep the other one as a place marker for that farm, so that we can jump back and forth. Okay, give us a little bit of money. And we'll load a little bit of wheat. Oh, wait a minute, missed a trailer there. I wonder if he's gonna... I don't think he's gonna go back. Gonna drove right past that. No, he's not. But he emptied the combine. That combine doesn't hold a whole lot, does it? Yeah, I don't want to miss out on this straw, so I'm going to have to buy... Oh, let's take a look and see if we have a loan out. I haven't checked that out yet. Oh, sorry. Let's go to the bank. Go to the bank. Talk to our banker. Yes, we do. We owe $100,000 already. Pretty common for the start of a new game. So we start off in the debt. In debt, we do have a little bit of product that we can sell. That maybe will offset some of that. And let's see. To do some straw, I'm going to need a forage wagon. I'm going to need, unless I want to do it all by hand, I'm going to need a windrower. Let's see what we have for those kinds of equipment and how much they're going to cost. Okay, I like this big crone. I don't know. Well, obviously I can't afford it unless I get a loan. I can start off with a small one, but the problem is, it's not a problem, but if I buy one of these, I'm just going to upgrade it later on. I'd like to get the one I need right away. Now I have to think about that. And then we're going to need a loading wagon. And it's the same thing. We've got the cheapest one is $90,000. The big one, one's 119. It's not that much difference. You're talking 20 grand. What difference does that make? We've got 44,000 versus 53,000. Well, we can start off with the small one. Okay, so we need 90,000 there. And if we get, that one's 19 meters, that one's 12 meters. Okay, so, and that one costs 51,000. Okay. So we're going to need about 140,000. I think we can borrow that much. Let's take a look again. Let's pop that up to 2. Take out a loan. You know what? I'm gonna get the chrome. Heck with it. We'll start selling stuff soon enough. All right, so we get that, and then we need to buy 119. That's gonna take every penny we have. Whoops, too late. We're gonna have to probably sell stuff right away. I mean, right away. Ugh, it's starting out dead. But that's just me. Okay, so priorities. First priority, harvest some crop. Second priority, sell said crop. Third priority, we need a new, bigger combine. Just misses that first trailer. So that's a good start. Those few things. We'll have to. It's all going to take time. But as soon as we get a little bit of this going, I'll go out and we'll take a tour of this map. It's actually a pretty good sized map. As you can tell, some of the fields are big. I mean, look at the size of this field here. Okay, take a quick look, and then let's look at the map. Now, that doesn't look very big on the map, but when you look at that field, it looks pretty good size. So imagine what some of these are like. The size of these fields. You know, even these up here. Now, this one and these that I own are pretty good size compared to that. Look again. How much crop is on that? And this is a small field. So we're going to be able to get the crops off these big fields here and here and here and here. We're going to be able to get all of those even though we don't own them. That's going to give us some seed money to get started and buy some new equipment and really get this farm going. I want to build some money up, some things I want to do. In Farming Simulator, I've never been real big on doing the animal husbandry. I haven't done a lot of growing of cattle and things like that. And of course, in the vanilla game, you don't have pigs, and you don't have beef that you can slaughter. But that's going to be interesting, and I want to get into that. I have in other games gotten pretty good, or pretty big into the biogas, but not to create silage for feeding animals. I've just done it for selling to make money. So, you know, I would harvest corn and grass and create silage and sell it. So I want to do some animal husbandry in this game. That'll be fun for me, and hopefully for you as well. Now, in the little bit that I have played this game, there you do have to watch some of these fields. In this one, you can see I'm going back and forth lengthways. When I do the seeding, I may have to go widthways because I've noticed that the seeders will get caught on some of those trees. What, honey? What? Okay, get out of here. I can finish this recording. Let's take a look at what some of those fields are growing. Okay, it looks like a pretty wide variety. The ones I'm concerned about are any that are growing the potatoes or the sugar beets, because we don't have a harvester for sugar beets or potatoes, and they are very expensive pieces of equipment. So, let's see, we've got barley. I always have a hard time telling the difference between potatoes and sugar beets. Well, actually, that's not true. I'm thinking of canola. The canola and the potatoes. The potatoes are a little bit reddish in color to me, where the canola is kind of a dark brown, coconut brown. So, in looking at this, field number, where are we at here? Field number, that's barley. I'm thinking this down here is canola. Is that canola? Field number 5. Yeah, I can't. I'm having a hard time telling whether that's canola. I think this is all canola. There may not be sugar beets growing on this map yet, which would be a good thing because I can't afford the equipment anyway. So let's see. We'll have to take a look. Let's jump on this other tractor. Let's jump on this one. Get him out of the barn anyway. And off we go. Alright, where are we at here? This is the dairy farm. Okay. So now I know that the field next to the one that we're harvesting is canola. So this field right here, that's canola. So let's go take a look at that field that I questioned. I think it was field number 5. And see what it is. Just curious. See if there's any potatoes. And it looks like there's some pretty decent signs on this map to tell you where to go. Whoa! Stay on the road. Speed limit 55. And it's in miles per hour. Okay. Old Santa Fe boots and saddles. Yep. It's like Idaho. Interesting. Nice little town. Let's pop down here and look at field number 5. Some nice old farmhouses. Yeah, this is a fun map. The other map I've been playing, and I think I probably said this in one of my other Let's Plays, is the Canada map. One of the later versions of the Canada map that's been out for quite a while. Okay, now this is field number 5, and it does look like potatoes. So we're going to have to save a little money and get a harvester. Now, we don't own this, but I sure like to harvest it. And then field number 4. Oh, interesting. What is field number 4? What is that? Field number 4. Oh, sugar beet. Wait a minute. We've got oats and soybeans. Oh, interesting. I didn't realize that. So we've got soybeans planted on field 25 and field 39. Oh boy. So we have, is this oats that are planted? Or sugar beets? I'll have to kind of wait till they ripen, I guess. That must be sugar beets. That does not look like oats. Oh boy. We're gonna have fun. Farmers Co-op. Okay, there's a fence. How do we get off this field? Doesn't look like there's a fence here. That's weird. Why have a fence that doesn't go all the way around? Well, I guess it depends whether you're really trying to keep anything in or out. Okay, there's the farm shop. Country living. Tractors and supplies. I think they've done a very good job with this map so far. It's been pretty interesting. McDonald's. Go in and get a quick hamburger. Yeah, unfortunately, and I don't know, what it would take, or what if you'd even want to, but it'd be kind of nice to be able to go in some of these buildings. There's the old Santa Fe Boots and Saddle store. Get gasoline. Okay, is this place just for show, or... Well, there's something here. What is that? Water. Okay, it's a water station. Good deal. Fertilizer. Around the corner here. Okay. Let's go to this side of town. Try to obey some traffic laws. That's interesting. Oh my. That's a big place. That must be the repair shop, maybe? Seaside shopping. What? Seaside? How do you have seaside shopping in Idaho? Somebody's dreaming about the beach. You sell eggs at seaside shopping. Must be a grocery store. A grocery store. Okay, looks like this just makes a big loop. We're in the residential area. Company. That over there. Bank of the West. This car wash? It certainly is. That'd be interesting to get a piece of equipment that needs to be cleaned. See how this thing works. That'd be wet, wouldn't it? And it looks big enough for some of the equipment. Trailers. There is one trailer that I use quite often that that gets dirty. And back out of town. Alright, let's take a look. Oh, it looks like a small motel. Typical for country life. Little motels like that. Get into a small town. Yeah, believe it or not, there's still places like that. I live close to a small town where the little motel that the little old lady ran like that, people would actually go out on a night on the town have a little bit too much to drink, and stop at her motel, sleep the night away, and just leave money on the bed with a note explaining thanks for the room. It still happens. We got a ball field here. That's all American. Big co-op over there. It's a dead end. Looks like it. Oh no, I guess we can squeeze through. Holy smokes! Little red on red. Alright, we're back at the start. Okay, so let's call this an episode here. It's a good start. Just a quick tour of town. And when we come back, we'll do some more harvesting, sell a few crops, and maybe take a little bit of a drive through the country and look at some of the fields. And as always, if you liked the episode, give it a like. If you really liked it, give us a subscribe. And y'all have a good day.